Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your man, Sir Banks, once again. Yeah, I've had the comments. Thank you for your concerns. Um, you know, it's only pretty much a sprain. That's it. But still out here working. But in any case, I'm making this one just to let y'all know that uh, a lot of people have been asking me questions about the fact of why you call yourself drivers. Well, we drivers because of the fact that we drive 18 wheels or bigger. We Class A. That's just what it is. No, you're not a driver if you're driving a regular four-wheeler. It's what we call y'all, but just it's cars, pickup trucks, SUVs, whatever the case is, because you got four wheels. Common sense. 18 wheelers, we have 18, sometimes even more. But CDL Class A driver, that's what we do. You're not a driver if you drive for Uber. You're not a driver if you drive for Lyft. You're not a driver if you drive a school bus or whatever the case is like that. No, real drivers are what we do, especially the ones who drive 10 speeds or higher, with the sticks. You know, if you learn to ride sticks with these pansies aren't learning how to drive sticks right now. So, whatever. But I tell y'all to tell you this is that real quick story. I was over here at a pilot, and I'm sitting here, we're chopping it up with some other drivers or whatever. This one person walks in, um, and she goes, "Hey man, I used to." Well, she don't talk like that. Let me say this another way if I'm trying to be for real here. She says, "Yeah, I used to be a driver until," and I'm not going to name the company, but some company wherever she was at put her down to a Class B. Immediately, a couple of us drivers looking at each other like, how is a company gonna put you down to a Class B? Like, well, I was a Class A because I passed the combination, the air brakes, the general knowledge. I passed all that kind of stuff and everything, and I had my temps as a Class A. And then when I went to apply for my job, they told me that I couldn't have my Class A, my temps, and I had to have a Class B. So I had to go take the test to be a Class B. And we still looking around like, how long you been a Class B driver now? Like, oh, I've been doing that for the last 6 months. So you're telling me that you went and got your test 6 months, got your license 6 months ago as a Class B? So yeah, peoples, let me tell you something right here and right now. When you're going to take your test, you are a Class B or A driver. No one can put you down to a Class B, especially no job. They just can't do that unless you're doing something on the road where you get your license revoked or whatever the case is like that. No, you are a class whatever you take your test in. So, for example, if you're taking your test with a school bus, uh, a dump truck, a what else is there? Um, what did I say? I already said the school bus, dump truck. I don't know, a box truck. That's what I'm trying to think of. A box truck. Um, Anything but a combination vehicle, dude. A garbage truck. Man, you are a Class B driver. When you get that hard copy, that's what you are. You are not a Class A driver just because of the fact that you took the test and passed your combination driver's license. You got combinations, you got general knowledge, you got your I forgot the third one, I said it earlier. But in any case, the point is that um, it threw me for a loop for this person to think that they were a Class A driver just because of the fact that they had their temps. It just shows you more and more and more, and I see it every day, how some of you people are out there disrespecting what it takes to be a Class A driver. Y'all gotta learn to start respecting us, for real. And it ain't the fact that we bigger and we're better. No, that's not it. The fact of the matter is, a lot of y'all people who don't drive semi trucks or bigger, you think all we do is just drive forward. It's a lot more to it. And I can't sit here and explain it to you because it's too much to explain. In any case, I will break it down as much as I can. But even if I break it down, that's not everything. So when we are driving these trucks, we have to predict what the guy in front of us, both sides of us, and behind us, or who we just passed, what they are doing. We have to look and drive for you and also for us. You think you're doing that with your regular car. You're not. Because here's one thing that's the trick. And I bet you at least 90% of you didn't know, who definitely do not drive no truck. Whatever turn we make on that steering wheel, the trailer takes 10 seconds, anywhere between 7 to 10 seconds later, to react to the steering wheel turn that we did. That means whatever we did going forward or going backwards, it's another 10 seconds before that trailer says, oh, we're not going straight anymore. We're making this left turn or this right turn. And now we got to compensate for some of you idiots that decide to think that we can turn and stop and maneuver like regular cars. Stop thinking that. If there's ever a petition that comes around where it says Class D as in dog, drivers have to learn how to drive, in order to get your license, you need to learn some of the rules and regulations of a semi-truck, both my hands are up for that. Both of them. Anyway, long story short, this even further lets me know that anybody trying to go for their CDLs and then only get a Class B, y'all still don't know what Class A drivers go through, because you haven't been out here in the mix, in the dirt, grinding like we have. I got 15 years in. How about you? Sir Banks, I'm out of here. See you next time.